Good morning. Well, it's morning for me right now. I'm going to be doing a review of my book of the month for the month of April. It was called Beach Read. If you have seen any of my other videos, you might have seen where I got Book of the Month Club. This is brand new. This was my first book that I got with Book of the Month Club. So I'm going to tell you my thoughts. I did not have high hopes at first, I think, for this book. It's a little bit different than what I would normally read. It's a love story. I do read love stories, but this is a little bit different. I was a little bit skeptical at first with doing a book of the month. It took me a long time to commit to it. And then the picks for April, I wasn't too impressed with because I hadn't heard of any of the books at all. So I kind of thought that they might have been like no-name authors or books that I had like that are cheap that they get. Like it wasn't very high hopes, but I wanted to try it just to go ahead and try it. And I will say I am pleasantly surprised. Beach Read by Emily Henry was actually really good. It's really, really good. So this is the book here. I didn't even read to see if I might be able to quote anything from it. I'm gonna say probably not. It just doesn't say I can. I've been super, super, super trying to check that. Because the copyright on the book, sometimes you can't talk about it or read any quotations from it. So, yeah. Beach Read. I can't quote anything. Right in there. Like, seriously, if you're an author and you're, like, listening to me, which is very highly unlikely, put it in there so people can talk about your freaking book. Put it in there so we can talk about it, or you could, like, quote from it and use it for, reviewing purposes. That's super irritating. And a lot of books do put that in there. This just happens to be one that does not. But this was a really good book. I have never read anything by Emily Henry. That's who she is. So she writes stories about love, family for both teens and adults. Yeah, so that's that. It was a good book. I don't ever read a book twice, but I would suggest somebody read this book. Like if you have the ability to pick like an add-on book for your book of the month, go ahead and pick this one. I will give you the go ahead on that one because it's worth it. This was good. I was just kind of skeptical at first with book of the month because I just picked my Maze book yesterday, and the books on there I'd never heard of, and I've never heard of any of the authors. So I thought that there would be, like, some big name authors on that, like, Stephen King, or, like Suzanne Collins, any bigger name book, people would be on that, and there isn't that I noticed yet. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a couple more months to try, because it is only that $14.99. This book was only $5 because I had a thing. Also, if you want to give Book of the Month a try, I have a special code that you can use so you can get your first book for only $5. Yeah. And it will help me get free books. But you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Totally okay. But it is cool. The Book of the Month thing is cool. It's not, if you're expecting to get, like, the newest books and, like, the biggest name authors, this is not what you're going to get with this. You're going to get probably smaller name authors, books that are good, very good, actually, because this was very, very good. It's not like books you would get at the dollar store. And I am a super, 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 I don't even know the way to say it. I love getting books from the dollar store. The dollar store has some of the best books ever. I have gotten big name books from the dollar store. Dollar Tree, in fact. I have gotten a lot of them, and that will be another video for another day. But there are a lot of good books at Dollar Store. And I was kind of nervous because I was thinking that maybe these books, they just rebrand, because on the book it says Book of the Month right there. And it has the date on the back of it. I thought that they might be getting like super cheap books that never sold or something, and then selling them on there. That's what I thought this was kind of going to be. Because it is cheap. Like, a normal book, a hardcover book is like $20-$30. So that's kind of what I thought this was going to be, and it didn't turn out to be that way. But it is not big name authors, in my opinion, or that I have seen as the picks yet. But this book was really good. It's like a love story, but has some heavy stuff in it. In general, a girl, her mom was sick with cancer, and she had a rough go with that, and the mom was okay, and then her dad died, and a lot of things came to light when her dad died, and she's an author who's trying to, like, combat writer's block, and then meets an old nemesis, I'd say, from college, and he's also a writer, and they're staying in the same town as next door neighbors, and they're not always nice to each other, but it works out. It all works out. It's really good. I'm not going to go any further than that because I don't want to ruin it, but it's a really good book. I think that if you like, it's not a romance, but it's like funny and real. Like, this feels real. To an extent of it, it feels real. So I would go ahead and get it. Like, I know every book I've talked about right now is like, oh yeah, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and do it. But this one is good. This one is good. There's others that I wouldn't suggest. But I'm picking, like, because I'm paying for this. So I've got to pick ones that I know I will like. Like the next May one, I actually didn't pick it. My husband picked it because I wanted to see what he would pick out for me, and I thought that would be kind of cool. So he picked this one, and I'm excited to do that one. So when I get that, I'll do a video on what I got, and then I'll do another video on how it was, like I did with this one. This one was good. The only thing I have noticed, though, and this is actually a good thing about that Book of the Month, April book. So when I was on there, I was looking for this book because sometimes it is hard to read for me at night, because I usually read on my Kindle at night. I don't usually read a hard book in bed because I have to read with the light on, and I have like a super bright book light that literally it illuminates my whole room when it's on, because I can't really see in dim light very well, and I can't wear glasses like these glasses for reading, so I have to have lots of light. But when I was going on, I was like, okay, maybe I'll go on and I'll go on my library app, or I'll go on my Kindle app, see how much it was for like the ebook, or to see if I could rent this book from the library on Overdrive, and it's not out yet. So this was a early release from Book of the Month. So this book is not out yet, other than Book of the Month, which is really cool because this is a first look. So if you guys wanted to get this, you can't get it right now. You'd have to either do it through Book of the Month, or you'll have to wait until like the second or first week of May to get this. So that's pretty cool. And it was $9.99 as an ebook. So that's $5 whole more than I paid for this book. So would I do that? But would I have rented it on the library app? Yes, I would, just so I could read it in bed. And I have done that so many times. I've like, I'll get the hard book, like I did with the Amy Schumer book. I'll get the hard copy, and then I rented the audiobook and listened to it in the car. And then when I take a break from that, or wasn't in the car, I'll just find where I was in the book and then start reading again. I do that a lot. Not just with audiobooks, but like regular books. Like I was reading the Lizzie Borden See What I Have Done book, and I have that in hard copy. And I also rented it from the library. So that was really cool. But yeah, that's what I do. But this book isn't even out yet. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm just outside right now because it is really nice out today. And you could probably hear like all the birds and stuff. It's nice. It's nice to be out. My kid is still sleeping and it is kind of early. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this one. I'm going to say that a lot of the reviews I've done are really good ones so far. Because sometimes when a book is really bad, I won't commit to it. I'm not going to waste my time on it, and I don't want to waste my breath talking about it. Because especially books that are like have a lot of typos, like I will throw the book out if it has that, because I've wasted my money and my time reading your junk and you didn't have the time to proofread it properly. That drives me wild. I can't do it. It drives me insane. You got to have a little leeway when you're doing the Kindle books because they are free. They're not making any money off of them. And they probably aren't proofread because they're trying to do it themselves. When you do on Kindle, like you can publish on the Kindle thing for nothing. Like they don't, it's pretty much nothing. They make a royalty off of you or something like that. But I know they don't make anything when they're free like that though. Unless they enroll them in like the Kindle Unlimited, which is a total waste of money, if you ask me. And now I'm just totally rambling because, I don't know, because I'm bored, I guess. I finished the book and I don't have anything going on, or I'd be like, oh, this is what I'm going to do next. But I don't have anything right now. I'm waiting for that May book to come. It should be here in May, maybe. So yeah, that's about it. Book of the Month Club, check it out. If you're looking for big name books, don't check it out. But if you're looking for something to keep you occupied, keep you busy, introduce you to new authors like Emily Henry, I will probably read her again. I don't know a lot of other books she has written. And I like her writing style. It's good, it's funny, it's humorous, but it's dark at the same time in spots, so it's good. I'll check out a couple other her books, but I'm not a big romance, love story book, everything, I'm not into that at all. And this had hints of it, but it wasn't fully it, so it was good. So check it out. I will leave that link in the bottom if you did want to try it. And if you try it once and you don't like it, you can stop at any time. It'll tell you everything on their website. But I do have a link if this is something you did want to do and you are cheap like me and don't want to pay full price. I have a code in the description of this video. So make sure you check that out. Okay? Well, bye guys. Have a good day.